Hey guys, it's Vida and today we're going to be making brownie butter cake. This is a really delicious tea time cake recipe, also simple to make. Basically, it's just brownie on the top and butter cake on the bottom. So everybody loves brownie and butter cake, and the combination between these two is just super delicious. Without any further ado, let's get on to making it. First, we're going to start by making the brownie cake. For that, here I've taken 140 grams of dark chocolate. Just top the dark chocolate and measure it. Now that's done. Next I have 50 grams of butter, that's around 1/4 cup. Let's melt it. Once it's melted, we're going to pour it over the chocolate. Make sure the butter is really hot so that the chocolate melts really quickly. Along with it, add in half a teaspoon of coffee. You will not taste the coffee in the cake. The coffee is just going to intensify the taste of the chocolate. Let it sit for around 30 seconds and then mix it all together. And now here it's come to a buttery and smooth consistency. Into it we're going to add in sugar. 50 grams or 1/4 cup of sugar. All the measurements will be written in the description down below, so you can go check that out. Add in the sugar and mix it together. And now we'll set it aside for cooling. Meanwhile, here I've taken a large mixing bowl, and into it I'm going to crack in 1 egg. Along with it, pour in a teaspoon of vanilla extract and beat it until it's nice and foamy. Once it comes to a consistency like this, we can pour in the chocolate mixture that we made earlier. Along with it, sift in 35 grams of flour. All the measurements will be there in the description down below if you want cup measurements. Sift that in and then let's fold it using a spatula. Gently fold it in. Do not overmix. We've beaten the egg quite a lot, so you don't want any air bubbles to deflate. Once it's to a consistency like this, we can pour it into a baking pan. Here I have a baking pan lined with parchment paper. Just pour that in. Pour it in and spread it towards the ends and the sides. Now tap it quite a few times and it will go into a preheated oven. So on top of this will be the butter cake. So make sure you bake it for around 15 minutes only, just until the brownie is cooked, and on top of it we'll pour in the butter cake later. While the brownie is cooking, we'll make the butter cake. For that, here I've taken a large mixing bowl. Into it I've added 125 grams of butter. Make sure you use softened butter so that it beats up really well. Beat it and bring it to a really soft and creamy consistency. It's beaten. Into it I'm going to add in 100 grams of sugar. After adding in the sugar, you have to keep beating for at least 5 minutes and bring it to a really creamy consistency. Let the butter mix up with the sugar and come to a creamy consistency. Once that's done, here I've taken 2 eggs. You need to crack in one egg at a time and beat it for 30 seconds. So let's crack in the first egg. Now beat it and cream it again. After 30 seconds, it should be a creamy consistency like this. Now add in half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and beat that too. Now let's set the hand beater aside. We're going to be folding in the dry and wet ingredients. Now scrape down the sides, and if you see that the mixture is a little churned up like this, that's because of the water content in the egg. As you know, water and butter will not go together, so after we add in the dry ingredients, it's going to be alright. Here I've taken 120 grams of flour. We need to divide that into 3 portions. Sift in the first portion. And fold that in. Again, sift in the second portion, and along with it we're going to be pouring in milk. I've taken 50 milliliters of milk. I'm going to pour in half by half. Now along with the last portion of the flour, we're going to add in half a teaspoon of baking powder. Sift that in and fold it. Once that's done, you should get a really thick and smooth batter like this. Now we can pour it on top of the brownie. Here I've taken the brownie out of the oven. It's baked. It took 15 minutes. You can insert a skewer and check if it's baked. On top of it, let's pour in the cake batter. So you can't pour it, basically it's a little thick, so you need to spread it really quickly. Be gentle, do not be over hard. Then the brownie layer is going to come apart. So slowly spread it on top of the brownie layer, tap it quite a few times, and let's bake it in a preheated oven. Once it's baked, you can take it out of the oven, insert a skewer and check if it's clean. Then you know it's completely done. Let that cool, and after that we can take it out of the pan. Since I have a parchment paper on the sides, it's easy to take out, just like that. Then remove the parchment paper from the bottom, and you can see the really dark brownie layer. It's a great combination, the butter cake and the brownie. You'll understand how soft the cake is when you cut it itself. I hope everybody tries this recipe out. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also ring that notification bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching. Love cooking. Bye bye.